everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Ali. Today I'm doing a video that was requested by my lovely friend Blaine. Shout out Blaine. So I'm going to be doing a crystal collection, sort of look at my crystals, and then while I do that, we are going to chat about I'm going to be talking you through some spiritual stories of mine while I sort of play with them, and I'm going to tell you about them. This won't be my entire collection. This is just going to be some crystals I felt drawn to show you guys today, because I have quite a few, and to be honest, some of the meanings I don't actually remember offhand. I have a pretty bad, I suppose, is it short-term or long-term memory? Anyway, so I'm just going to be going through that, and we're going to go through, each crystal. That I've got a bunch laid out. I don't know if you can see, they might be out of the frame. We're going to jump into that, and I'm just going to be chatting with you guys about my spiritual journey so far, how I started. We'll get into that. Just adding this in post-editing Ali, but I realised I forgot to talk about this one, so I'm going to now, and I'm sorry if it's a little, let me see, might be a little, whoops. It zoomed in really well. This is a fire agate, and it's so cool because it looks like veins. Wait. It looks like veins and rivets, and I believe it's connected to the sacral chakra. So there you go. That's all my crystals. Sorry, I had to put this in editing because I completely forgot that I didn't cover it, and I zoomed in, and now I don't know how to zoom back out. I will get better at the camera. Okay, bye. Back to current Ali. So I wanted to start off by showcasing, I don't know if you can see her here, these two. So these two crystals are some of the first that I got in the midst of my spiritual journey. They are the 2 starter crystals that I recommend that people get. This is a rose quartz. Don't know if you can see. There she is, rose quartz. And we have an amethyst. There she is. Wait, take it back a bit. We've got an amethyst. It's a little blurry, I'm so sorry, but we have an amethyst cluster. So rose quartz, this is the stone that I recommend everyone start with. It is the stone of self-love, and it brings love into your life. And something that I learned about crystals a very long time ago is you can select crystals, but most often they'll call to you. And I'm very much the crystal whisperer. I'll go into a store and a crystal will just jump out at me, and it will be something that I need. So I'll just go into the story of this one. So this is the first ever crystal I got. She's a very special girly. I've had her for about, I want to say 7 or 8 years. So a long time. Hold on. Let me do some calculating. 8 years. No, almost 9 years. That is insane. So she is my oldest girly. I love her to death. She is beautiful. And I got her from a crystal shop that doesn't exist in my town anymore, RIP. It was an amazing crystal shop. The lady was amazing. She gave me my first ever tarot reading ever, back when I was a scared little normie who knew nothing of the spiritual world. And she told me a lot of stuff that I think now has come to pass in different ways than I thought it would. And so this girlie, I wanted a crystal, and she just jumped out at me. And this was when I found out I have a very special little gift, which I don't talk about very much, but I'm a very tactile person. I'm very sensory. And so I found that when I touch a crystal, I can feel sort of like a heartbeat or pulse within the crystal, and it will tell me, the stronger it is, the more it tells me if it's for me or not. And she was the first time that I ever held a crystal and I felt that pulse. I knew she was for me. And what a ride we've been on, haven't we, my darling? She truly means everything to me. I'm like, I know it's a stone or a rock to some people, but she's genuinely seen me through it all, and she's never done me wrong yet. I need to carry her on me more, to be honest. I don't carry crystals on me as much as I should. So that's that. So this girly here, we have a very mixed relationship, because the first amethyst I ever got was not this one. The first amethyst I got was an amethyst point, and it sort of melted and went orange and brown and scaly and odd. And that's because a lot of the crystals that I have are man-made crystals. People do advocate for ethical crystal buying where you can, but many crystal stores do sell man-made products, and in my opinion it's about the intention and if you sort of take care of them, which, I mean, listen, I've had a few crystal accidents, some things have got broken, okay, but it's all about the intention. This, for example, is like a raw cluster. This isn't man-made, but the first one I got, I believe, was man-made, and it went all scaly and weird. So just be careful how you get your amethyst, because yeah, it went all very odd and scaly. But when I got this cluster from the same place, it was better. So this crystal, if you don't know, I would put it in a crystal Bible, like the Crystal Handler's Bible. Okay, if you want a crystal, rose quartz, and this beauty. Okay, you need amethyst to practice any sort of spiritual. And listen, I'm not a fearmonger, but this is just what I believe. You can believe what you like, but it's my belief that you need amethyst in order to do any sort of spiritual practicing, just to help with lessening the amount of spiritual energy you receive, providing you with protection. I always feel safer when I have my amethyst on hand. She's the girly I go to when I, need an extra hand with, maybe getting rid of some more, let's say, tricky energies, because we don't want to fearmonger. All energy is precious and sacred, but we all know there's some energy that you do have to be mindful of. Okay, so if you're practicing witch or baby spiritualist, you need your amethyst. Okay, it is your definitive stone, in my opinion. Okay, some people may think differently. So now I'm going to put these off to the side, and I'm going to showcase, you may be wondering what these are. These are some beautiful resin organite pyramids made by my friend. I'm not sure if she does the resin business anymore, actually, but one of these was custom made. I think it was this one. One of these I bought from her, and they have been sitting on my windowsill watching guard over me for a few years now. This beautiful lotus one. I will find her business account. I'll link it down below. We're New Zealand based, both of us, but I'll put it down there. As I said, I don't know, but she makes the most beautiful resin organite pyramids. Shout out Carly if you're watching this. So I wanted to talk through. So organites are known for being, they don't have to be shaped like pyramids. I think some are cube shaped, but more often than not they are pyramid shaped. The reason for this, historically, if you do not know, is pyramid shapes, and this is why the ancient pyramids were shaped the way they are. They point upwards to the divine. So they're they have a very sacred geometry. Blaine, you requested this video. You know all about, like you said, about golden ratios and that kind of thing. And yeah, go check out Blaine's channel if you haven't, by the way. He just hit over 2K subscribers. Well done, man. I'm going to link that in the description as well. But yeah, it's all about, the fact is that our world is all about mathematics, right, and angles and divine sacred geometry. So it just strengthens that connection more to the divine there, and especially when it's in a pyramid shape, if you have any sort of pyramid shape. When I got this amethyst, the first night I had it, we're just changing tap because my brain cannot stay on one topic at a time unless I'm doing card readings, which I'm much better at. But the first time I got this amethyst, I had crazy dreams with it under my pillow. If you want a connection to the divine, put amethyst under your pillow, sleep on it. Same with the organites, have it close to you on your person. It points upwards, it connects you to everything, and yeah, they definitely make me feel way more protected and safe. I will say, this is a lotus one. I don't know if my friend, if Carly, if she said there's any meaning to this particular one, but it's a lotus one, probably an inner piece. It's yellow, the color of jubilance, prosperity, the sun. And then this custom one is, I don't know if you can see, but it's got seashells because I am very connected to the ocean. This leads into our next crystal, very connected to the ocean. Okay, and if you believe in Atlantis or Lemuria, you know what I'm talking about. My fellow starseeds out there, if you believe in that, you don't have to believe in it. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel very connected to Atlantis, Lemuria. I did a reading. It was so odd. I did a pick a card recently, and they said it was a general reading. So always take general readings with a grain of salt, you guys. They said that I was Mintankan, which I'm not too sure. I still need to do my research on that. But yeah, I identify mostly with Lemuria, Atlantis. My favorite movie as a child, funnily enough, as a child I was obsessed with mermaids, obsessed with ancient ruins and underwater cities. No joke, my favorite movie was Atlantis, The Lost Empire. I don't really keep up with Disney anymore, but very underrated Disney film. Watch it if you have, you know, Disney Plus, or like you have some access to Disney, but it's a very good movie. Oh, speaking of protection, we have selenite. So I have friends. Oh, where is she? Here she is. Selenite wand, selenite stick. I have friends who use selenite in their practices. Selenite is a very good cleansing stone. One of my favorite things to do is body scan and then just pull the energy off me with the selenite stick. I just go up and down my body, and if you can't see what I'm doing sort of like a hand motion. I sweep up and down my body and get rid of any sticky residue energy that's there that doesn't need to be there. Okay, so highly recommend rose quartz, amethyst, selenite to recap. Really good beginner stones. We have, I can't quite remember. This is a Dalmatian jasper. I believe it is sort of I could be confusing it with howlite, but I believe it's a communication stone. If I've got that wrong, please do let me know in the comments. I will look it up after this. But we've got a Dalmatian jasper. I just got this from like a random, I think it was the local museum or some sort of local park. You can often find a ton of man-made crystals in like any gift shop, you guys, and then just assign the meaning to them. I mean, obviously, getting raw crystals is a beautiful thing, and even finding your own crystals from the earth and respecting those rocks is a good thing. But if you ever need a quick crystal or you don't know where to start, it's always good to start with at least one man-made. And yeah, you can get them from any gift shop, any licensed crystal dealer. Oh, that sounds a bit dodgy. That is so funny, I say it like that, but you know what I mean. And then we have Omega 7, which I don't really use this, but it's like a combination of different crystals. I believe it's amethyst and it's like smoky quartz, and it's like a hybrid. So it's like an ultra supercharged crystal. Very, very powerful. Okay, you guys. We have an opalite stone. I think, if I remember correctly, because it's been a long time, it's very shiny. Look at that. You may not be able to pick it up, but it's a bit, wait, let me see. Oh, you get that little shine there? It's blurry, but you got that little shine. So opalite, it's funny, and there's an angel quartz I have, which is, it's not focusing. There's an angel quartz I have that is very similar. Opalite, again, connects you very angelically, very good. Spiritually cleansing stone, from what I recall correctly. Angel aura quartz as well, very good cleansing. So we have, don't know if I can say this, but my friend Nina, she bought me this beautiful citrine. I believe it was for a birthday. I've had it for a few years, but citrine, amazing manifestation stone. If you ever want to manifest anything, hold a citrine and it will supercharge your manifestations. And I'm gonna put this up to the screen. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm cleansing you with some citrine manifestation energy. If you want to consent to that and accept that energy, I'm giving you a little boost of the manifestation energy. And then we have sunstone. This is some raw sunstone that I don't think you can see all of this. It's like off to the side. I'm gonna move some. I'm gonna move some downward. So we have this raw sunstone, as I said, connected to the sun. It's so not focused, but hopefully you can see down here, raw sunstone, this one here, and it's connected to the sun, that jubilant energy. Sun is also Leo energy, so fellow Leo moons out there, I'm a Gemini. Okay, my sun is in Gemini, moon in Taurus. Oh no, moon in Leo, sorry, rising in Taurus. Why did I was so eager to talk about my rising sign. I muddled them up. I never do that. I'm normally so specific, you guys. I'm so nervous, I think. I'm so nervous that people are going to think me a quack talking about Atlantis, talking about all these stones and their healing properties, and that I'll get a meaning wrong. But these are all my like beauties, you know, like I love them so much and so dearly. But yeah, sunstone, raw sunstone connected to the sun. Okay, and we're gonna talk about this hefty one. Beautiful she is. We have, don't know if you can see, a Rosophia stone. Rosophia is linked to Sophia, the goddess of wisdom. The guy that I got this from, I don't know if you can see her. Let me move her up. The guy that I got this from, he wrote this amazing book. His name's Robert. He wrote this amazing book on the properties of crystals. It's like a huge book. I still haven't got through it. I had it for years. It's like a massive tome all about crystals, you guys. He's amazing, and we talked about past lives. He was just incredible. And yeah, he's down, I think he's down the lower end of New Zealand. I have to get the exact location. But there was this beautiful crystal shop, and it was full of so many crystals, giant crystal caves, you guys, which caves are the giant crystals that you can like sit on and like sit inside. He was just a beautiful gentleman, beautiful soul. We spoke so much about like, you know, the new energy that everybody is coming into. Okay, if you resonate with that, okay, the energy of like the new world and like the new sort of shift in paradigms and stuff. Like, I'm not like, because I know some people go really extreme with it, and that's like totally fine. You do you. Like, I'm not here to judge. But even though I'm like a very grounded spiritual person, I still believe like, yeah, there's a lot of shifting new energy going on. So we were talking about that. And yeah, Sophia, the goddess of wisdom, he has a connection to her. So we were talking about that. And when I held this stone for the first time, I did get flashes of like one of my past lives. And when I fully meditated on it, I saw so much imagery. That's when I first got connected to Lemuria, you guys, and like learned about like Atlantis and like my past lives that I may have had. I say may because, you know, past life stuff is, you have to treat it as alleged, okay, but we know that there's a grain of truth to all of this. Like, if you know, you know. And it was the most beautiful experience. I remember coming out of it and like crying because I felt so seen by this goddess of wisdom, and I felt like I understood who I was and where I came from and my goal in this life. And honestly, you guys, and not even to toot my own horn, I think finding out my goal in life is to help other people, and always has been in all my lives, was such an affirmation to me, like so affirming to me, even when I get, because look, we all struggle, everyone struggles with mental health in big and different ways. Some people do have really good mental health, but a lot of us, okay, struggle with our mental health. And I think to understand your purpose, even if it is just spiritual or a past life, and maybe you don't fully believe in it, but it gives you some sort of purpose and direction to follow. Okay, guys? So yeah, the Rose Fear Stone represents a beautiful time in my life where I glowed up and I was full of promise and ideas. And then I kind of, after that, it's so funny, after I went through the period with the rose quartz, the amethyst, the rose of fear, and everything happened kind of fast in the next 2 years, I found soul family, and then they came and went out of my lives, okay? It was crazy, okay? Things will always happen, sort of. I mean, listen, I do believe we create our own timing to some extent, but I do believe things happen to me in a place and time for a reason, okay? So I'm not going to discount that. Again, whatever you believe is true, okay? Like, whatever you believe, because it's your reality. But just in my reality, things worked out in divine timing for me. And they keep working out as I go through my cycles and changes. Okay, so actually, I wanted to talk about this one. Honestly, I keep this video is going to be so long, you guys, but it's golden healer quartz. You guys, I'm going to pop it here. This is a golden healer quartz. My dad told me, so my dad is also very spiritually attuned. He told me this is a very good protection stone. I should keep it on my person. I'm a very naughty girl because I don't wear it on my person. And I would say smaller stones the better because you can cart them around easier. As you can see, I have a lot of like big stones, but I would probably, I feel like I should cart these two to be honest. But golden healer, very good protection stone, gives you golden energy from the divine, like very literally. I think I've gone through most, but I have these next 4, and then I'm done waffling. But yeah, you guys, I'm just gonna check in as well. I'm so sorry I haven't put many videos up. My computer actually broke. What's funny is I've been seeing a lot of fantails around, and they in Maori culture, because I live in New Zealand, fantails signify messages from spirit, like crows, but they also signify death. So it was so funny, whenever I was seeing a fantail lately, knock on wood, I'm knocking on wood, my other computers died. So I had one computer screen smashed, which I just got fixed, and then the replacement one, which was my old laptop, that died and never turned on again. And then my old ancient Apple MacBook, the battery didn't really work in the end, so I had to stop using it. But by that time, my computer was fixed already, and that was a few days ago. So I'm so sorry for the delays in videos. I did upload a video recently that's themed to the movie Wicked. Check that out if you haven't already. We're going to get back into it though. Sorry, I just wanted to give an explanation in the middle as to why I've been gone for a while I remember. This is goldstone. Even though it's black and shiny, very shiny. I don't know, can you see? It's very glittery, you guys. It's so glittery and sparkly. This is definitely man-made, but she is beautiful. Look at that. Look at the sparkles. Give you some sparkly energy, some sparkly manifestation energy. Goldstone, any black stone, any black and white stones are good for protection. Okay, I forgot to say, black stones also very good for protection. Jet, I think this is a resilient stone, very similar to tourmaline, very grounding. So if you have this or tourmaline, jet's very good. And then I have will it focus? She broke a little bit, but I have this, this is not focusing. I tell you guys, not focusing at all. But we have, put her here, this little grape agate. And so I got this one probably like 5-6 months ago, year ago. And it was at the local Gemstones Club. So, yeah, grape agate, again, this is quite a rare one and it's raw. I paid quite a bit. See, this is the thing, and this is why I kind of do advocate for man-made stones. A lot of crystals, rightfully so, but for the beginner, can be very overpriced. And so it's all about intention. If you set intention to the stone, it's going to work for you. Support your local crystal businesses where you can, of course. But yeah, just make sure when you're starting out with crystals, don't go, bankrupt. Like, work within your budget and find at least one stone that works for you. You don't need a whole handful like I've got. You can have just one stone that works for you, and that's totally fine, okay? So yeah, this grape agate, she's a little bit pricey, okay? But she's, from what I'm feeling right now, yeah, because I don't remember the full exact meaning, but I think it was very much grounding. A lot of these help with physical ailment as well, if you believe in that. So I have a lot more other crystals that work with like kidneys and spleens. For our Geminis, it's all about our nervous system, okay? All about, keeping our nervous system in check. A lot of Geminis, I did a lot of research on this topic because I've had full-blown anxiety since I was about 5 or 6 years old. And yeah, Geminis we're ruled in our arms and nervous systems. So we get very dysregulated and anxious. We have a lot of anxiety issues. Not all Geminis, but a lot of Geminis struggle with that sort of ailment and like mental health. So if you're a fellow Gemi out there struggling with your mental health, please look after yourself. We're very indecisive as well. With my Taurus rising, once I make a decision, you can't stop me, okay? So what I'm going to do is in the last few, actually no, 1 second. So I'm going to give you, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to give you this is so blurred, I'm sorry. I'm going to give you with consent and you agree to the energy being transferred to you. I'm going to give you some selenite protection just to close off this crystal collection video. So Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and I'm just going to ask my angels, my spirit guides, to commune with your angels and your spirit guides to bless you. And I'm going to sweep the spiritual energy all over you, this white light just flowing through you, flowing throughout your body. And yeah, I'm going to give you the little tinglies, the little magic tinglies. Okay? Right? I call it alley aloe magic, okay? Little alley magic, my friends call it, okay? But just giving you some cleanses. And I'm getting the tinglies too while I'm doing this. Give you some cleanses, okay? And just know that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. And yeah, so we're going to do a little selenite protection. You're always protected, okay? Sometimes we go through some really challenging circumstances, okay? And I just saw 111 on the timer. I seen 111 on the camera. How funny is that? We go through challenging circumstances sometimes, okay? But you guys, no matter what, no matter the circumstance, there is nothing that you cannot get out of. I promise you, even if things are hard right now, things always get better. And I know, because I've been where you are. And so if you needed that confirmation, if you needed that message, that's a message for you. Things will always get better, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put the selenite down. And then, if you have any manifestations, we're going to ask this beautiful citrine from my friend. This beautiful, beautiful citrine. We're going to ask the citrine to give us strength, blessings, in our manifestation, to give us resilience if we're in law of assumption, to give us resilience in persistence if we're in law of attraction, to give us resilience in knowing that the universe will provide, okay, that gratitude will prevail, okay. Just gonna hold it here and just feel this energy wafting off this beautiful girl, okay. I can't really whisper, I'm not very ASMR-y. Okay, I have friends who do ASMR. I'm not one of those people. I'm not very good at it. I don't have a good, maybe one day, okay, I'm not going to say I'm not good at it, but I just need to get a better mic, okay? So we'll just sit with this citrine, okay? All right, okay. Alrighty. Beautiful, beautiful citrine. And she's infusing your manifestations, okay? So if your manifestations come true in a few days, make sure to thank me in the comments, guys. No, just kidding. But I'm serious. I'm rooting for you guys. I hope the best for you. And we're just gonna do a double infuse, actually. I want to use this gold stone. This beautiful, glittery gold stone. So imagine the sparkles, okay? Can't really... Imagine the sparkles are all your wishes coming true. Okay? Alrighty. So, and because I'm a real stickler for spiritual protection, this amethyst is going to give you a buttload of protection. Okay, guys? So we're just going to ask Girly to bless us with spiritual protection. Okay, I say girly, I gender my crystals, okay? Some people might not like that, but I like it, okay? I like gendering. I always refer to my crystals as she. The only one that I didn't gender was, I used to have, I think it was, why do I want to say sulfite? That's not the right, shungite, that's it, shungite. I had a shungite pendant that was very, very particular, and I called it, he referred to it as a male and gave him to my dad because he would not play ball with me. And I just saw 222 on the timer as well. So that's amazing. Alright, so you're getting that flow of that spiritual energy. And I just saw 212. I know, you don't just, sometimes you don't see angel numbers randomly, but it's just when I happen to look up. So, alright you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I love you guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening to me harp on about my crystals. I really do appreciate it. One day I might make a full in-depth straight ahead time video because I was a bit distracted. But yeah, I think for the most part, that's mostly all that's happened to me. If there's any more that I can think of, I'll let you guys know. I might not want to share some because some of it is like personal synchronicities. But if you want me to do a spiritual cleansing video and get a proper microphone, let me know and I'll do that. Would love to do Reiki and be more confident at it. I'm not very good, but I think if I, like with my hands and stuff, it's a bit more difficult, but I think if I do it through the crystals, even just to cleanse, it doesn't have to be Reiki, I think that would be really good. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time, guys. Okay, bye.